Hey Internet, for this video I'm going to take apart and put back together a Razer DeathAdder gaming mouse. As most of you probably know, electronics when they age, dirt and dust collect inside. This sometimes interferes with functionality. I've had this mouse for almost 4 years, and although I clean it on the outside, it's never actually been cleaned on the inside. I guess after all this time, enough dirt has accumulated to mess with the scroll wheel. The scroll wheel needs multiple scrolls just to even work. I was thinking of getting a new Razer, but before I do that, I'll open and clean this one. At this point, I really have nothing to lose from opening it. Alright, let's do this. Pull off the white stickers. Behind them are screws that hold the mouse together. Remove the screws with a small Phillips screwdriver. There's a third hidden screw that's behind the DeathAdder sticker. I originally thought it was behind the white sticker at the bottom, hence it being gone, but it turns out it's right around here. Poke a hole at the C where FC is. Once the screwdriver is through the hole, unscrew it. Carefully pull off the mouse cover. Don't yank it out or you'll snap off the connection ribbon. A bunch of dirt and debris is falling out. That's a 4-year-old mouse for you. Here you can see the inside of the mouse has a bit of dirt and gunk in it. This is simply what happens to electronics if they aren't cleaned internally. We've all at some point opened a computer that hasn't been dusted off in months. You know how dirty it gets in there. Imagine this mouse that hasn't been cleaned on the inside for 4 years. I'm going to remove the mouse PCBs first before I clean the inside of the plastic. The PCBs are held in place by plastics and screws. Remove the top PCB first. Use a small Phillips screwdriver to unscrew the top screws. Once the screws are off, carefully snap off the PCB. Pull out the LED connector to separate the top and bottom portions of the mouse. This will make it easier to remove the bottom PCB. Here the scroll wheel can be removed and cleaned. There's some gunk and dirt on the PCB and wheel. All this dirt on the wheel is probably causing the unresponsive scroll. Now let's remove the bottom PCB. Use the same Phillips screwdriver to remove the 2 screws. Once the screws are removed, carefully snap off the PCB like we did with the top one. So this is what's inside the Razer DeathAdder. Just a little piece of printed circuit board. So here are all the parts of the Razer DeathAdder. PCB, scroll wheel, and the top and bottom shell of the mouse. I'm going to clean these up with compressed air and alcohol. I'll time-lapse the cleaning. There are some areas where it's hard to get dirt off, but my original goal was to fix the scroll wheel. so this is the best I could do with the cleaning. Now that the cleaning is all done, time to put the mouse back together. Snap in the bottom PCB with the bottom shell. It should go back in like this. Put the screws back in. Check the bottom to see if it's seated correctly, with the sensor being where it's supposed to be. Put the scroll wheel back on the top PCB like so. Then carefully snap back into the top shell. Put the screws back in. Put the connector for the LED back in like so. Make sure it's securely connected. Also, don't forget to have the mouse wire sticking out of the wire opening. Then close the mouse. It should snap together. Make sure the mouse is securely closed. Put all the screws back in. Alright, now the mouse is back together. Let's test it out and see if the scrolling is fixed. Good, the mouse power's on. I didn't break it. Yes, it looks like the scroll is fixed now. I'm actually pretty glad I decided to open it instead of trash it right away. I saved $40 because I don't have to get another one anymore. Hope this video was helpful to anyone having a similar problem like mine, or just simply wanted to clean their mouse. Please leave a like if this video helped you personally. Liking my video compels me to make more content that will be helpful to others. Thanks for watching.